about, and I'm not saying that the law, but we certainly cannot just have our security just being arrested without, of crime intelligence, I beg your pardon, without you having sat down and gone through
what is going on.
So how would you know if they did anything wrong if you, after you see all this and you don't call them and you don't get a briefing?
Well, if there are complaints about it, is one way of understanding that things have gone wrong. But otherwise, we must respect the authority that the Act gives to people to do their jobs.
But the issue is not saying that you must interfere. As you said, there's nothing wrong with saying, come and give me a brief on what happened here. You don't have to give instructions, but to understand and to be able to guide. And those are two very different things. And it is within your mandate to be able to make sure that our national prosecuting agency is working and operating as highly functional as possible. Let's move on to the case of...
if I can just comment on that. I think it's important that to understand that I do receive reports, and it's important, especially when there are high-profile people involved, that the NDPP is properly briefed and understands, and we don't have rogue elements in the NPA doing what they want to do. So there is that level of supervision of a national director that is critical in these cases. And so I got the briefing from Advocate Johnson, but reasons why they objected to bail, they will understand from the circumstances of this particular matter.
You've indicated that you got intelligence from Lieutenant General Kamalo about the corrupt or alleged corrupt prosecutor. Was this the first time that you received intelligence from SAPS regarding prosecutors, including from the National Commissioner?
To my knowledge, yes, but I think this is the first time.
What was the minister's response? What was the minister's response when you told her about the intelligence report that you got from SAPS about?
She was very concerned about it.
Okay. And the president, when you met with him?
He was also concerned about it.
And what was besides him being concerned, he's always concerned and shocked. We know that as a country. What guidance did he give in the matter? What guidance did the president give in the matter?
Well, I had reported it to him, and it was now for the president to take it further. There was nothing further I could do about it.
Brian Pariachi, Advocate Johnson said that he was in his position before she got into office. Do you know anything about his appointment? Apparently he was headhunted to join.
Yeah, he was appointed when Advocate Cronje was the ID.
He was appointed when who, sorry?
The previous ID, Advocate Cronje.
Oh, okay. So do you know anything about, were you part of the appointment? Did you know anything about it?
No, I wasn't.
You weren't briefed or anything about it?
I wasn't.
You wrote to the president, I think this point has been, or this question has been asked a few times about Advocate Chakwe. I just wanted to know whether he was involved in any bail matters concerning Mr. Molefe. Do you know, or can you check?
I'm not aware.
Will you be able to check and come back to us?
I can check. I would be surprised if he would personally do a bail application. It's unlikely, but I don't know. As the DPP, he has a role to play.
But you will be able to see if there's a pattern,
sure,
if it's the same, because these are things I would have thought should have been done by now, given how these matters have been circulated so much. And then, well, I guess the same applies to Makhlala as well, if you can also just find out if there's a pattern, because a lot of his cases were also withdrawn. So just to see if
we've looked into that, and I have a list of all the cases that were withdrawn. Mm-hmm. We are calling for the dockets. The police have sent some dockets. They're looking for others. And we are checking to see whether there's a pattern, who was involved, what were the reasons for the withdrawals, etc. Okay. So that work is underway.
Okay, so are we able to be furnished with that? I would have thought our evidence leaders would have those questions as well.
Sorry, I didn't hear the last part.
I'm saying, are we able to get a copy of that, of all the cases
I don't
that
see-
were withdrawn regarding?
I don't see why not.
Okay, thank you. And I'm done. Oh, no, I'm not done. Let's also just go back quickly to, we were talking largely about corruption cases, particularly around politicians or politicians that are